Chapter 5, Legend. Darkness again. But this time, it wasn't empty. It pulsed, burned, twisted. The venom from the soul snake coursed through Raven's tiny veins like wildfire, searing through him with a heat that felt like it could cauterize his very soul. His body, a frail, helpless shell barely a day old, convulsed in the crib. Small fists clenched so tightly his fingernails dug into the pudgy skin of his palms. Tiny teeth gritted with a pressure his jaw had no business enduring. Gah! The scream that tore from his throat wasn't a baby's cry. It was something far more guttural, primal, a soul in agony, pain, all-consuming, mind-shattering pain. What the hell is this? It's like every cell in my body is screaming. It wasn't just physical. This wasn't the sting of a needle or even the dull throb of broken bones. No, this was deeper, like something was clawing at the fabric of his being, unraveling his soul thread by thread. His heart slammed against his ribs like a war drum. His vision blurred, even though his eyes were barely developed. And yet, beneath the agony, a strange warmth flickered. Small, gentle, like an ember in a blizzard. It was foreign, yet familiar. It pulsed with a rhythm, one that matched his heart. What? What is this? Then it dawned on him, like a whisper in the storm. The bloodline. The soul dragon within him was awakening. Ding, plot armor, soul dragon bloodline unlocked. He wanted to scream from pain and laugh from disbelief at the same time. The bloodline, I unlocked it early. This wasn't supposed to happen, not for 16 years. And yet, here it was, unfurling inside him like ancient wings stretching after centuries of slumber. The venom didn't destroy him. No, it fed him. This poison, it's not poison anymore. It's fuel. He blinked, dazed, struggling to reconcile the horror and elation washing over him in equal measure. Was this what they meant when people said power comes at a price? Because right now, he was paying in screams and soul-splitting agony. But something shifted again. The pain lessened. No, not lessened, transformed. The soul venom, once a firestorm inside him, began to settle, molding itself around the awakening dragon inside. And with it came clarity. This snake isn't my killer. His tiny black eyes widened. This dumbass is my power-up. The realization sent a shiver down his spine, and not from fear. Greed, pure, unfiltered greed took root in his heart. The snake, still latched onto his arm, pumped more venom into him. It didn't know, it couldn't know, that it was feeding a dragon in disguise. And Raven? He wanted more. The creature twitched, about to slither away, but he thrust his opposite hand forward in desperation. The startled snake struck again, sinking its fangs into his other arm. Another bolt of pain. Another wave of power. Oh yeah, that's the good stuff. He nearly cackled, caught in a storm of conflicting sensations, half agony, half euphoria. But there was no time to enjoy it. The snake, now visibly uneasy, sensed something was terribly wrong. It had pumped enough venom to kill 10 men, and yet the baby lived. No, thrived. Its slit eyes flicked toward Raven and saw something it hadn't expected. Predator. Raven's pupils had thinned, his teeth sharpened. His once helpless form now radiated a primal draconic aura. The snake recoiled. Too late. Raven lunged, mouth wide open, and sank his baby fangs into the snake's body. Blood, warm, metallic, vile. It flooded his mouth. It was disgusting, and it was divine. The power, raw and unfiltered, rushed into him like a tsunami. His limbs twitched violently, tiny muscles spasming from the overload. He bit again and again. He didn't stop, wouldn't stop. More. Give me more. He could feel it. Every drop of blood he drank strengthened the soul dragon inside. The creature's soul, once a predator, was now his prey, being consumed piece by piece. But then a tremor passed through his tiny body. Dizziness, exhaustion, the toll of the ritual, the awakening, the venom, the blood. His limit had been breached. His head lolled back, blood-stained lips quivering as consciousness began to slip away. No, just one more bite, I need. And then, darkness. He collapsed atop the snake's mangled body, its head torn off by baby teeth that now shimmered faintly with dragonic essence. A few seconds passed. Then, a faint ding lit up the dim room. You have successfully changed a major plot, turning it better. You have obtained 3,000 plot points, deducting the lone amount of 295 remaining plot points, 805. He would have smiled at the notification, but he was far too gone. The crib was silent now, save for the rhythmic rise and fall of his breath. He slept soundly, curled up like a predator, full on victory. And the snake? Its limp, drained form twitched one last time before finally going still. Morning. The light of dawn bled into the nursery as the nannies returned, expecting a routine check on the infants. What they found instead was horror: a crib soaked in blood, a dead soul snake, a baby sleeping with a smile. Gasps erupted, screams followed. The snake's skull was crushed, its body half devoured, and the baby, peaceful, serene, as if nothing had happened. The room descended into chaos. Servants were summoned. Interrogations began. Some even wept, not from sorrow, but from awe. What had happened here? A miracle? A curse? No answers came, but whispers started, of a baby who survived the soul viper's bite, of a newborn who smiled after slaying a beast meant to kill him, of a child who should not have lived, but did. And in the silence of the nursery, that legend was born, a legend that would ripple across the kingdom, a story told to children not as a fantasy, but as a fact, the legend of the snake-slaying baby, and at the heart of it, Raven lay asleep, unaware, unbothered, but already becoming the storm that would change the world.